The whirlwind of speculation that has surrounded BTS's future for months took a completely unexpected turn when Bangi Huk, the man widely credited as the architect behind the group's unprecedented success, finally broke his silence. What he chose to reveal was not only rare, but so striking that even Jungkook, the youngest member of BTS, appeared caught off guard. His words ignited debates worldwide. Was this a signal of a brand new era for BTS, or the beginning of an internal transformation that fans had only whispered about? For some time, both fans and industry experts had been consumed by questions about Taehyung's direction within BTS. His artistry has always been distinctive. His deep baritone voice, paired with a passion for visual storytelling, sets him apart from the other members. Yet what remained uncertain was how his individuality would align with the group's collective identity in the years ahead. That uncertainty seemed to reach its end when Bangi Huk spoke out. His words carried such weight that no one, least of all Jungkook, could ignore the shockwaves. Observers who followed the moment closely remarked that Bangi Huk spoke with unusual intensity. This wasn't the tone of a CEO casually mapping out future schedules. It felt far deeper, as if the group's very identity was being reconsidered. His focus on Taehyung was unusually direct, highlighting both the strength and the challenge of his unique artistry. For years, BTS's power had come from balancing 7 distinct personalities into one united force. But Bang's statement seemed to hint that the time for bold redefinition had arrived. This raised immediate and pressing questions. Was BTS preparing for a future shaped primarily around Taehyung? Was the group on the verge of shifting its center of gravity in ways no one anticipated? It wasn't just fans who were left stunned. Jungkook's reaction quickly became a focal point of discussion. The youngest member, often praised as BTS's golden all-rounder, is known for his composure, adaptability, and ability to thrive in every aspect of performance. Yet reports suggested that Jungkook was momentarily shaken by Bangi Huk's candid spotlight on Taehyung. His shock didn't stem from disapproval, it came from the sheer scale of what was being suggested. If even Jungkook, the member many view as the future backbone of BTS, was taken aback, what did that say about the magnitude of Bangi Huk's statement? The drama of this revelation was amplified by its timing. BTS now stands at a critical crossroads. They have already achieved global domination, conquering charts, stadiums, and cultural milestones. The challenge they face today is no longer about reaching the top, it is about sustaining their relevance in a music industry that reinvents itself every single day. Within this delicate landscape, Bangi Huk's decision to frame Taehyung's path as central was as risky as it was strategic. Taehyung's artistry is not typical of idol culture. His solo music projects are soulful and experimental, his acting ventures show depth, and his visual identity has always been strikingly individual. By spotlighting this at such a crucial moment, Bangi Huk seemed to suggest that BTS's continued success might depend on embracing individuality rather than restraining it. Reactions within the industry were mixed. Some insiders argued that emphasizing Taehyung could destabilize the group's carefully maintained balance, potentially breeding division. Others, however, saw it as a masterstroke, a way to keep BTS relevant by amplifying what makes them different, even within themselves. After all, focusing on Taehyung's artistry could broaden their appeal beyond traditional K-pop fans, drawing in new audiences who value singular artistic expression as much as group synergy. But that decision also posed another dilemma. Would such a move risk alienating fans who primarily cherish BTS as a unified collective? The question now looms heavily over both ARMY and observers alike. Jungkook's visible surprise only deepened the intrigue. Known for his bond with Taehyung, a friendship beloved by fans, he has always seemed comfortable sharing the spotlight. Yet the suggestion that Taehyung could take on an outsized role within the group sparked speculation about how Jungkook might adjust. Would he evolve into a complementary force beside Taehyung? Or would such a shift create friction as the group rebalances itself? What made Bangi Huk's decision even more remarkable was his own history. He is not someone who speaks recklessly or singles out individuals in public discussions. His usual tone is strategic and collective. For him to name Taehyung so directly, and for Jungkook to be reportedly stunned, made it clear that this was not a casual remark. It was central to how BTS's next chapter might unfold. The implications of this moment extend far beyond BTS. If the world's biggest group, long celebrated as a model of perfect teamwork, pivots toward spotlighting one member's trajectory, what precedent does that set for the global music industry? Fans felt the emotional weight deeply. They have always invested not just in BTS as individuals, but in the chemistry that exists between them. BTS's magic has always been in the synthesis, the way 7 unique voices blend into something larger than the sum of its parts. Bang Si-Hyuk's words both honored Taehyung's individuality and, at the same time, challenged the long-held narrative that BTS's spotlight was distributed equally. For Taehyung, the pressure is greater than ever. Admired for his enigmatic charm and soulful artistry, he now faces towering expectations. Can he embody the pivotal role Bang Si-Hyuk hinted at? Will his presence reshape BTS's sound, image, or even their identity? His artistry, once celebrated as a beautiful flourish within the group, may now be expected to carry the weight of transformation. Meanwhile, Jungkook's shock provided a rare glimpse into the group's inner dynamics. Often seen as the group's stabilizer, his reaction suggested that even the members themselves are wrestling with what this moment means. The balance between personal growth and collective harmony has never been so fragile. Bang Si-Hyuk's words reframed BTS's future in a single stroke, provoking debate, raising expectations, and leaving both fans and members searching for clarity. Admiration is now tinged with apprehension, excitement is shadowed by unease, and the next chapter of BTS feels both thrilling and uncertain. Yet, amid the frenzy, an important truth must be acknowledged. Much of what has circulated around Bang Si-Hyuk's remarks does not fully align with verifiable information. Claims that he explicitly laid out a singular path for Taehyung, or that Jungkook was visibly stunned in a dramatic exchange, lack solid evidence. Industry analysts point out that in the fast-moving world of K-pop reporting, translation errors, selective quotes, and fan speculation can distort the truth. So far, no credible source has confirmed that Bang Si-Hyuk made such a pointed statement, nor that Jungkook reacted in shock. The narrative may well be the result of exaggeration and rumor amplified within fan spaces, rather than fact. BTS, after all, has always balanced individual pursuits with collective unity. Each member is encouraged to shine in solo projects, while still reinforcing the group's identity. To frame Taehyung as the central figure of an internal shift oversimplifies how BTS has operated for years and risks misleading fans. Similarly, portraying Jungkook as shaken,